Do you ever get frustrated with somebody because you're telling them a story, but in your soul, you know they are not really present? They're not really listening. How does it make you feel? It drives you nuts and bananas, I'm sure. And today we're going to look at how do we become more present and how do we start a whole new era of being present in somebody's life while still maintaining a normal, busy, healthy life. So, hello, my name is Claire, and I am a life coach, and I am on this journey with my clients and you to help you and get you from one point of your life to accelerate you right into phenomenal living, which is all what I'm about. So, today we're discussing what is it about you having a conversation with somebody and they are doing this. And even though you're talking, they're going, yeah, can you feel your blood starting to boil right now? But let's be honest for a moment. Let's just take a step back and let's put the guards down and take the swords and put them back. And let's for a moment just imagine, where in our lives do we do exactly the same? So perhaps it is your child coming to talk with you while you're busy. And you're doing that, or you're cooking, or you're working on the car in the garage, or your partner comes and they're trying to have a moment where they just want to sit on the couch and be present with you. And you feel like you are always there. Oh, but I'm always with you. But actually, the time that you were present has kind of dwindled in the background. And now you find that you're doing less and less of that and you're being more present here. Well, I'm sure that we are, right? I catch myself doing it too. I mean, we all do. But when we catch ourselves, what do we do? So today I want to ask you a question. When last have you been to a restaurant and you just observed? So the kids and I the other day, we decided we're just going to have a milkshake and we're going to sit by the restaurant. We're just going to observe, or more a coffee shop. And there we are, and we're sitting, and we are just observing other people. We are talking. We have a rule. Whenever we go out, phones face down, and we don't answer it unless it's an emergency, which has become really helpful because life is fast. You have to agree. And we got so much, what if this one's, and I'm waiting for this email, and my boss is on my case, but what if just for 10 minutes, just 10, we switch off, right? And we just observe. So the kids and I go to this restaurant, and out of about 20 tables, there was only one table with a couple actually looking at each other and communicating. In other words, it wasn't one of these communicatings on the phone. It was an actual look into your eyes, be totally present, and really just take in what the other person's saying. Now, think of a time that you were in love. Do you remember that person was in your life, was totally present? That's what gave you the butterflies. That is what made you feel special. That is what connected you to this person. But as life happens, what do? Life passes us by, and before we know it, we start saying things like, but I'm always with you. I'm here all the time. But we are not physically present with being with our family, our friends, our colleagues, our kids, our parents. We just kind of forget. And then what we do is we blame it on everyday life. Well, life is too fast. Life is happening like this. So what could you do today to become more present? And in what areas can you become more present? That's not going to feel overwhelming. Because I bet you're going to say, but life's so quick and overwhelming, like I don't want to add that in my life. So let's start with a simple exercise today. And it's so simple, it's almost too easy, therefore we dismiss it. But if we actually do it, we start seeing big results and we start seeing changes in the people around us. And it's simply this. The next time your kids walk into the room and have a conversation with you, is just take the phone, turn it upside down, look them in the eyes, and be present, even if it's 2 minutes. Would 2 minutes have made a difference to you if you were really upset or you really had something on the heart and a person was really present with you and gave your time, how would you have felt? Would you have felt better? Now, for those of you who know me, I'm a paramedic, and I have been at the end of life with many, 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 many patients. And some of the last things they always say is, I don't wish for more money. I don't even wish for more time. I just wish that the time that I did have, I was more present, or that I enjoyed it more, or that I wasn't thinking of the future or the past, and I actually just enjoyed the moment. How often do you go on your phone? Do it with me right now. Just play, right? How often do you go to your photos? Just go to photos. And what I want you to do is just scroll through your photos just a little bit. And what I want you to do is pick anyone that kind of stands out and ask yourself, how present was I in that moment that I took the picture? Now, it's going to sound weird. Previously, I would take a bunch of pictures because I wanted to keep the memory. Now I take one picture, and that's the memory. I put the phone down and I try and be totally in the present, because then I'm really enjoying the experience so much more. The other day, kids and I decided, it was an unplanned trip. We decided we wanted to go to a local little zoo, not far from us, about 60 kilometers from us. And when we got there, the place had washed away, like literally with storm. So we had nowhere to go. And the lady says to us, hey, just go down the road. There's this other little place and you might enjoy it there, which we do. I mean, it was unplanned anyway, and we made the trip. So off we go, and it opens up into this beautiful big lake, and you sit and have a coffee. There's hippos in the water, and I mean, it's literally 60 km from home. Hippos in the water, and there's all kinds of antelope and beautiful animals, and we're sitting, there's fish, carp in the water, and you can feed them, and they go crazy all over the place, and big mouths open, and it's quite a fun experience. And we decided we're going to be 100% totally present in the moment. That means less photos, less put the phone out, take one photo, remember, okay? And then we decided to have an elephant encounter. And before I went to have the experience with the kids, I said to them, I tell you what, before we even start, let's make this experience we'll never forget. When you come back, we're going to ask each other questions like, what did they smell like? What did you hear? What did their breathing sound like? What did you smell? Like, how thick and did their hair feel? The hair is tough and thick, and how heavy that trunk was when it wraps around you. It is so, so heavy. But if we didn't do the exercise prior to getting there, just before we did, do you think it would have been easy to miss the moment and just take photos and just like, oh, this is great, but not really be present in the moment? And this is what presence teaches us, not only with other people around us, but being in the moment. Meaning, if I am in this moment right now and I'm eating food, am I really present with the food? Am I tasting it? Am I smelling it? Am I enjoying it? Am I enjoying the flavors? Am I listening? Have I got music? Or am I working and eating and not even thinking about the food and taking a call all at once? Yeah, I know it is a busy world, but if you want to improve your life today, here's a little tip from a life coach. It worked for me. It's working for my clients. Give it a go. Start by being present 1 minute at a time. Just 1 minute, even if it's 10 seconds. Be totally present and see the difference that life starts happening, how things start happening around you and people start showing up in your life. It makes a massive, massive difference. So this is all to get you to phenomenal living. Phenomenal living is everything I stand for. If we cannot every day hunt phenomenal living, how could we have it? So enjoy the day and comment below on one moment that you were present.